risen indeed. My brothers and sisters, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. Are we rejoicing? Yes. Yeah? When I walked in, it didn't look very much. My goodness, so much sour faces this morning. Yeah? How come? We are celebrating the core foundation of our faith. Brothers and sisters, the joy should be exuberant. So, let me do a little thing that might turn your frown upside down. What time is it? Can somebody give me the time?
9:22.
9:22. Plenty time for a long homily. No. Brothers and sisters, it's 9:22 on Easter Sunday morning, and you are loved. Now, if that doesn't make you smile, I want you to turn to your neighbor, those on the side of you, those in the back of you, those in the front of you, and tell them it's 9:22 a.m. and you are loved. Go ahead. Yes, and that's why we are here on this bright, early Easter Sunday morning to celebrate God's love, trust, and hope. But this morning's gospel brings us back to the tomb, where we are quite mindful of the tragedy that took place a couple of days ago, and something is missing. We are told the stone is rolled away. The body of Jesus is gone. The tomb is empty. Mary Magdalene and Peter and John, they don't understand it all yet. All that they know is that Jesus, the one that they love, is missing. And yet this empty tomb becomes the greatest sign of hope that the world has ever known. Just a couple of weeks ago, on the 5th Sunday of Lent, for those of you that were here a couple of weeks ago, we heard the gospel of the woman caught in adultery. We are told that she is thrown at Jesus' feet by the scribes and the Pharisees. Everyone is ready to condemn her. The townspeople, trying to test Jesus, ask him to judge her right then and there. Because according to the law of Moses, such a woman that was caught in this predicament should have been stoned to death immediately. Now, if Jesus had condemned this woman, it would have gone against everything that he was teaching, and thus he would lose his credibility, which was the agenda of the religious leaders of that day. But what does Jesus do? He throws the situation back at the townspeople. And he says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." The story tells us that slowly and one by one, the people leave. No one could cast the stone. No one, but Jesus really could have thrown the first stone, because he was the only one without sin. And above all of this, and more importantly, and really the main point of the story, is what Jesus did when he was alone with the woman. Remember what he did? He didn't condemn her. He didn't show her shame. Rather, Jesus stooped down. He literally bent to the ground and met the woman in her sin and raised her up in mercy. This is who Jesus is. This is what God does. He doesn't condemn. He doesn't shame. He raises us up with mercy. And the whole Christian story, Christmas, Good Friday, Easter, is the story of a God who stoops down to raise us up. And I think that's why all of us are here on this Sunday morning. This morning, we celebrate the most important truth of our faith, that Christ is risen. Death is not the end, and sin does not have the final word. And if he rose from the dead, then he can raise you as well. So whatever is weighing you down this Easter Sunday morning, grief, guilt, anxiety, fear, Jesus can lift it up. Because he lives, you can face all that you are facing. Because he stooped all the way into death, there is no place that he won't go to reach you. Let me repeat that again. Because Jesus stooped all the way into death, there is no place he won't go to reach you where you are at. Many of you are here every Sunday. In fact, I think many of you who are here every Sunday don't have your seats today. And some of you, maybe not so often. But here's just a little for FYI. We have Mass between now and Christmas, just to let you know. Just throwing it out there, okay? Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. You're always invited. And if you're not here as often as our regulars, that's okay too. I mean, I wish you were here. I wish church was filled like this every Sunday. It makes me happy, you know? But that's okay. Because I want you to know this Easter Sunday. Jesus doesn't wait for you to have it all together. He comes to you right where you are. Just like he came to Mary Magdalene, to Peter and John, and to the woman who was caught in adultery. He comes to lift you up. That's why we celebrate today. This is why this morning we sing with joy that Jesus is risen. Because he lives, there is hope. Because he lives, there is mercy. Because he lives, there is a future that is worth living. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know he holds the future, and life is worth the living just because he lives. We believe that, brothers and sisters. We claim our lives on it. Because he lives, we live. Because he stooped down for us, we shall rise again. Happy Easter to all of you.